Hi everyone, so hope all of you are doing fine. Today I'm going to make some lovely bread, butter and jam pudding topped off with toasted marshmallows. So stay tuned, watch and enjoy, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more lovely videos and recipes. Take care, bye. Here we got a bowl with 1 cup of milk, and then I'm going to crack and put 2 eggs into that. Then I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of rose water essence, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, 1 teaspoon cardamom powder, 1 teaspoon cinnamon powder. Then I'm going to add in some sugar, so that's up to your personal preference, how sweet you want it. Now I'm going to whisk this up nicely. So you can use a whisk or a fork, either way it doesn't matter, just combine it nicely. Next, I've taken a slice of bread and I'm going to spread some jam onto it. So you can use whatever jam you like. I'm going to use the plum flavored jam. There we are, it's nicely done. Next I went ahead and cut it up into 4 sections like this. So the first initial bread slice, and then I'm going to set it aside on a plate. What I'm thinking is maybe set it aside by placing it directly onto the baking tray. Maybe I went ahead and lined the baking tray with some baking paper. You can put some oil spray onto that. You can see just lining the bread slices like that. So if you don't want to use oil spray, you can even use melted butter. Just brush it over the baking paper. I'm going to do up a few more. Get it nice and neat like this. See? And if you have any extra pieces with jam on it, just cover up any gaps that are, present. Just going to put half of this on there. So just going to pour it in. Then goes half of our milk mixture onto that. So we can make the top layer. So for the top layer, I've taken a slice of bread, but instead of putting jam on top, I'm just going to spread butter. Okay, so spread the butter on top. I'm going to cut it up the same way and make up the top layer. You can see that I put the butter side facing down. Nicely done. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread some butter on top of these bread slices as well. So just lightly spread it on top. Once that's done, we can put in the remaining milk mixture onto that. Just pour it on top. So next I preheated my baking oven at 180 degrees. So I'm going to cover it up and cook it for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to take off the lid or cover, and I'm going to place it off another 10 minutes. So total of 20 minutes. So I'm going to use an aluminium foil to cover this up for the first 10 minutes, and then I'm going to take off the aluminium foil and put it back into the baking oven for the next 10 minutes. There we are, nicely done and ready to go off into the baking oven. So after 10 minutes covered in the oven, this is how it looks like. So you can see the butter is nicely melted. It smells so good, that mixed smell of butter and jam together, and that jam is caramelized, and oh, it just smells divine over here in the kitchen. Smells like a mini bakery. So now I'm going to leave it open and put it back into the baking oven, because I want this top layer to be a little bit crispy, and we have our milk layers at the bottom too. Or not milk layer, I mean we did pour the milk in between the layers. No, you can't eat it now, Arjun, just wait. See, it's nice and soft. And let me just try to lift this a bit just to show you. So it's nice. That smell of vanilla essence just came through as well. Anyway, I'm going to put this back into the baking oven. Also, before it goes back into the baking oven, I want to give this a little bit of color. So let's get a bit creative and add some marshmallows on top. So melted marshmallows, not a lot, just a little bit on top. So these are the mini marshmallows. It's nice and ready. I don't want to put it for too long because I don't want the marshmallows to get too burnt. So this looks good. Look inside, in between you can see the bread is nice and juicy. All right, so let me just let it cool down to room temperature. Not room temperature, but slightly warm, because now it's very hot. A nice toasty marshmallows on top. So let's have a look at this. So you can see the marshmallows. It's nicely, see, toasty. Oh, they're all sticking together now. So just gonna cut this up, just following these sections. Nice and lovely pudding.
This is so beautiful. But is it ready?
Yeah, it's ready, it's ready. Just cutting it up. So there we everyone, look at it, nice and lovely. Look at the layers. See, have a look over here. So nice lovely layers. So if you want it more soggy, you can add the milk mixture, you know, more, make more and add more milk mixture into that, but like before you bake it. But for me, you know, this is sufficient, so it's not too soggy, you know, it's holding itself well, sort of, and the flavors are nice and lovely. So look at this everyone, it's nice and lovely, isn't it? Slowly plating it up nicely. Garnish it on with some jam, and also going to give it a drizzle of honey. See, nice and lovely. There it is everyone. Look at our lovely bread and jam pudding, or I should say bread, butter and jam pudding. Nice and lovely, isn't it? So who wouldn't want to dig into this, eh? Look at it, so flavorsome. It's a lovely, simple dessert to make. So if you like baking, this is, you know, a good one to try. So I don't normally bake a lot of desserts, as you know, but when I do, I like something nice and simple. So this definitely was a nice and simple one, and flavorsome and tasty too. Now let's have a closer look at this. All right, so there's a top layer. It's nice and crispy on top, but if we turn it upside down, this is where the, oopsie, trying to show you guys where the milk layer is. So the bottom layers, you can see, is nice and soft. So it's up to you how you want to plate it, you know, if you want this layer to come on top, or if you want the softer layer to come on top. So because I put the marshmallows on that layer, I thought, you know, let that be the one that's on top. But here, this is a softer, moist layer. Okay, so there we are. When you dig into it, this is how it is. See, nice and lovely, nice and soft and moist it is. See, nice and juicy. And apart from that, here it is everyone, our lovely bread, butter and jam pudding is ready. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more lovely videos and recipes. Take care, enjoy, bye. Hope all of you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more lovely videos and recipes. Take care, bye.